Hey guys, we're in Tampa, Florida right now. Beautiful Tampa. Came down here for many things, but number one, I wanted to see my good friend Lane just open this beautiful facility, so take us on tour, man.
Yeah, all right. Well, out here is our outside wall. We just got this done. Let's come on in and check out the lobby. We got. All right, so we've got open mat going on this morning, but this is our lobby area with our gear sales and everything over here. And then down that way, you can see some more seating, a viewing window for our parents. You can see a little bit of the Pilates equipment we have in the back. Okay, we're just finishing up open mat right now. We have 8,800 square feet here. We've got 2 mat spaces. Over this way is the second mat space. Over here we're going to have a ring, a cage, and a little fitness area, and we're getting ready to put some heavy bags up here.
Awesome.
So, all right, come back through here. I'll just give you a glance of the backside that isn't done yet, but we can do some cool stuff with it.
Beautiful seating area up here, man. This is great.
Thank you.
Did you build this?
You don't know me that well. Fortunately, I have very handy students. All right, so this is the Pilates area. We have a lady who just moved in here is going to start some Pilates classes for us. Works out pretty well because most of our times are during our kids' classes, so the parents who want to come in can get a workout in too. It's one thing I'm really trying to incorporate here is finding like either a Muay Thai class that parents can train in during the kids' class or something for them to do just to get them more tied to the gym, make it more home, and give them you know, a reason to come in as much as possible.
Awesome.
Right. Here, I don't have anything yet, but this is empty space. I'm either going to lease out or maybe grow into it, putting some strength and conditioning equipment in over here. Little storage closet here, and we actually have a little bit of a kind of a warehouse space back here, like a mini warehouse space.
Hey, Sophia.
It's huge.
It's great. Lots of room to grow.
Yeah, right now it's just our junk space. So, yeah, and this is the warehouse space. And this is part of the cage. This was the old wall cage that we had.
Gotcha.
Right there. It's just about, you know, what is that? 8 feet sections, 10 feet sections.
Gotcha.
But no, we're gonna get a full cage in there.
Awesome. So. Yeah, this is awesome, man. So, would you mind showing a technique for us?
Yeah.
So, guys, my good friend Lane is going to share with you one of my favorite series. This was one of, well, I hated it when you would pull it on me, but it was such an effective series, and I teach it to all my students, and I love it. So he's gracious enough to share that with us now. So.
Oh man, well thank you so much. And you know, man, I spent some of the biggest growth years of jiu-jitsu that I ever had was the 4 years with you and Jeff and that crew up there. So it was a really important part of my journey for me. So it's kind of nice to have this come full circle and me be able to show something to your students now. So I can do this from like a closed guard, open guard, or with both butterfly hooks in. But basically the first thing I'm doing is hunting for the underhook however I can find it, right? Sometimes maybe you sweep a guy and he puts his hand on the floor and I come underneath. Sometimes we're just here, he's leaving you a little bit too much space. I've got my hand in the collar. But basically I'm just gonna get this underhook, I'm gonna swim underneath, thumb down, gable grip on the top. This is where most people lose the technique because they try to slide down the arm too soon. They try to start attacking the arm right away. The first thing I want to do is hug with my thumb coming down and my gable grip here, hug his shoulder into my chest. Okay, now I've created a dilemma for him, right? If he stays where he's at, I'm going to take the arm lock. If he drives into me, then I'm going to sweep him, right? So if he stays here, I'm going to start to move my body away, still with my hands in this position so I can control his shoulder. As soon as I come out here, he has a chance to pull the arm out, so I want to make sure my body's turned sideways first, okay? I'm gonna push the head and my knee comes up. So I've got this grip, right? I'm here on my side. I'm gonna push my head, right? And my knee comes up and starts to pinch here. Now I can start to slide down the arm, okay? And get my hug, right? I'm gonna hug here. I wanna make sure this wrist is as high on my chest as possible. And then I'm gonna squeeze. Sometimes you got a guy who has a stubborn elbow, right? He's keeping his elbow down here like this, right? And I can't just roll it over with my arms. So then I'm gonna reach here with my hand and pull it across and then establish my hug. But it's very important to leave enough space. Guys try to do it flat and basically they push their belly into the elbow, right? I need to bend my body. So I have enough space so that when I put the pressure on, there's enough space for his arm to break in between. So that was his first choice, is to stay still, right? That's going to be a problem for him. The second and most common is people start to know that this is coming and they start to drive into you. So drive up into me, Tommy, and try to grab my head with this hand. Yeah. So now you see how my butterfly hook slid in? Whether I'm in closed guard or open guard, I always have a chance to get my butterfly hook here, because to drive up he has to post his foot on the floor. Once I'm here, it's very important that this elbow doesn't get up here. I'm not doing this. This elbow, when I lock up, needs to stay like on his jawline. Right? So now when I'm here and he's driving into me to prevent the arm lock, right? Okay? I'm going to be able to lift over here. Drive into me a little bit more, Tommy. Yes, I'm going to be able to lift and get my butterfly sweep off. Okay? If he starts to go back the other way, I switch here. If he drives back into me here, I readjust my hands. And I hit the butterfly sweep here. Now I'm in position to attack this arm. Right? I can use my my Americana. I can use my straight arm lock here to finish. And do a lot of things. The only other thing people will do, which is pretty effective, so you've got to be quick with this. The best counter to this is to try to turn your palm up toward the ceiling and pull your elbow out this way, right? That can create some real problems, so you got to be ready for it. So as soon as if I'm here, right, and we're working and he starts to pull that out, I'm going to go here and catch. You're not going to finish anybody from this position. Not necessarily. There will be a few that'll tap, right? But then I'm going to go aggressively enough as not to hurt my partner. I'm going to start doing this. And then he's going to post that leg. And I'm going to sweep. And then now I'm in a position where I can finish that Americana.
So thanks a lot, Lane. Let's try that again.
Hey, this is Dad pre-coffee handshake. I've had 2 sips of coffee.
I've had 1 cup. Not enough. We need to get some coffee.
It's dad brain. Watch the hand all the way in.
That's it. Thank you so much, Lane. Really appreciate you showing
you
that. How can people find you here in South Tampa?
Yeah, SouthTampaJiu-Jitsu.com. We are on the corner of Gandy and Manhattan in the plaza beside Grace Church. We've got an 8,800 square foot facility that we're, it's going to be, very top of the line. So we'll got
top notch. And you
2 mats. We'll have heavy bags with a boxing ring, a cage. We're going to have some fitness equipment. So it's going to be quite the spot.
And you start them as young as 3 years old now?
3 years old, yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the tour and the technique and everything. Great to see you.
Yeah, same here.
We didn't miss that one. No, we didn't.